Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Paramita and I heartily welcome you to my channel Paramita PM. If you are new to my channel, then I would request you to go through the content of my channel, look at the videos, and if you really find those videos helpful and if they really heighten your interest, then do like it, share it, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And most importantly, please turn on the notification bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload any new videos on my channel. So now, without any further ado, let's get into the lecture. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Paramita and I heartily welcome you to my channel Paramita PM. If you are new to my channel, then I would request you to go through the content of my channel, look at the videos, and if you really find those videos helpful and if they really heighten your interest, then do like it, share it, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And most importantly, please turn on the notification bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload any new videos on my channel. So now, without any further ado, let's get into the lecture. Now let us talk about the stream of consciousness. It was a phrase used by William James in his Principles of Psychology, published in 1890, to describe the unbroken flow of perceptions, thoughts, and feelings in the waking mind. While someone is awake, there can be this flow of perceptions and thoughts in his and feelings going on in the conscious mind. And since then, it has been adopted to describe a narrative method in modern fiction. And this narrative method is the stream of consciousness. Long passages of introspection in which the narrator records in detail what passes through a character's awareness are found in novelists from Samuel Richardson through William James' brother Henry James to many novelists of the present era. So, in this narrative technique, what we generally find are long descriptive passages where the characters ponder or undergo this unbroken flow of perceptions, thoughts, and feelings, which make the readers delve deeply into the inner workings of their mind. Stream of consciousness is the idea that consciousness is constantly changing, that there is continual movement of thoughts, feelings, perceptions, images, sensations, and so on in and out of our conscious mind. Consciousness is personal because if someone is conscious of what is going on in his or her mind, it would be an experience completely unique to the individual because it is absolutely personal. Nobody from the outside can intrude. And this consciousness is of course changing because it keeps on moving back and forth. It moves between topics and perceptions. It is selective. It incorporates some data and ignores others. The one which draws the attention would be incorporated, and the one which does not would be ignored. So the human mind would only think consciously of those things which they find worthy enough. And this consciousness, this flow of consciousness is continuous and it has no beginning, middles or gaps, and that's why it is termed as the stream, because it has no beginning, it has no middle or gaps as such. Hence, we can define stream of consciousness as a literary technique which was pioneered by Dorothy Richardson, Virginia Woolf, and James Joyce. It is characterized by a flow of thoughts and images which may not always appear to have a coherent structure or cohesion. It is very important to note here that this literary technique differs from interior monologue in this very aspect. Stream of consciousness or this flow of thoughts would never have a coherent structure, would never have an organized structure, while an interior monologue, which reflects upon the thought process of a character, would always have an organized, coherent structure. And it is this feature which makes stream of consciousness differ from interior monologue. As far as Virginia Woolf's use of these techniques are concerned, her use of indirect interior monologue allows the narrator to reveal the character's flow of thoughts and takes the reader into the consciousness of the characters in the novel. While reading the novel, Mrs. Dalloway, we found what was going on in the mind of Clarissa Dalloway, because we were taken into the conscious mind of Clarissa Dalloway by the narrator, which helped us read her character, which helped us read her anxiety, which helped us read her thoughts. And free association makes the readers step into the inner worlds of our characters by their feelings, thoughts, memories. Quite naturally, if as readers we are taken into the conscious mind of the characters by the narrator, then we shall definitely step into the inner worlds of these characters. Hence, there is no question that Virginia Woolf is at her best when she is writing her stream of consciousness novels, which deal with the conscious, subconscious, and even unconscious part of her characters. It is said that Virginia Woolf has adopted the baton passing stream of consciousness technique in her novels. Now let us see, what does passing the baton mean? It implies to bestow one's responsibility or job upon someone else. It is an allusion to a relay race in which one runner literally hands a baton to the next runner. And when someone picks up the baton, it means he or she has taken over the responsibility for something from someone else. Just as when one gets tired and hands over his or her responsibility to someone else, and that person continues to carry on with that responsibility, is what passing the baton means. And how it works in Mrs. Dalloway, let us have a look at it. How baton passing works in Mrs. Dalloway. Virginia Woolf has structured the plot of Mrs. Dalloway in a way where all the characters are given opportunity to speak for their mind internally. And here the stream of consciousness begins to work because the characters ponder their past memories. Whether it's pleasant or unpleasant, that does not matter. But once they indulge in their past memories consciously, they try to look upon it and judge it at the present time from their own perspective. And we find almost all the characters, the major characters especially, are given this opportunity by Woolf. This enables the readers to delve into their deepest thoughts, innermost secrets, their unrevealed anguish or anxiety, their failure as well as frustration. Because as readers, it is only through the thoughts, feelings and memories of these characters that we are able to peep into their innermost secrets, their anxiety, their failure, and their frustration. And there is no linear flow of thoughts, and by sudden leaps, the plot moves back and forth. In the novel, we find the major characters, namely Clarissa Dalloway, Peter Walsh, Richard Dalloway, and Sally Seton, revealing their personality through their own self-consciousness. And this wouldn't have been possible for the readers to read these characters or to understand these characters so well without this baton passing method. And this baton passing is very much at work in the novel, for we find that one character after another seems to pass this responsibility of involving one's own self in this flow to make the plot move on spontaneously. And that's why you find that the entire novel is divided into several sections and not into several chapters. And each of these sections is concerned with the baton passing of each one of these characters. Once one character finishes, the baton is passed to another character who begins to ponder their past and judge it from their own point of view.